find it really difficult when it's a shade over the river because I can't really see where to go. Everything is green. Yeah, the water is green, the shade is green, all the vegetation is green. So now it's a tree in the middle of the river.
This week our cruise will take us from Henley-on-Thames on the Oxfordshire border, through Reading, a major city, and on to Mapledurham. Like normal, we would cruise first thing in the morning. Stunning Bridge was built around 1782 and is a brick structure. Although it has lots of arches, the central arch is actually quite narrow. One has to be careful one doesn't catch one's pilot house on the side of the bridge.
Okay, I'm going for the port side. Actually, there's plenty of room. It's sort of worrying. But it kicks to the port side when you put it into reverse, so you might as well take advantage of that and kick stern in, as opposed to kicking it out, which So how are you finding locks nowadays?
That guy, he doesn't leave. He doesn't wait for the gates to close properly. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't wait. He's in a rush. There's no point in rushing it, isn't it? I told Simon you should put the sails up. He doesn't believe me. It's a bit of wind.
It's been a very long passage today.
Yeah.
Very long. Nearly 9 miles. 3 locks.
Wow.
And it's taken us a few hours actually. We left at 7:15. It's now 10 o'clock. So I think we're in for a bakery. Ooh. I'm just filling out my log. I keep it on my phone, and then I'll put it in my book. We did 9 miles today. 9 miles and 3 locks, and it took us 3 hours.
Because all the logs were manual.
Yeah, that was a hard.
And we are on a beautiful dock here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tesco's.
I know, we're right there. Every extra helps. Every little extra helps, or whatever it is. Yeah. So anyway, so we're fantastic. So here we are in Reading.
Yeah.
And
Reading is a great town for shopping.
Yes.
They have everything, every chain, everything you find in London, you find here.
It's kind of like Little Kensington, 30 miles west of London. And it's got the river, and it's quite exciting. So we're going to show you Reading. first thing in the morning, and we've decided to move the boat about 20 feet along the quay just to get a little bit more sunlight on the solar panels. Success?
I think so.
Good.
I think it will make a difference, just a little bit. Yeah. And in the afternoon too, it will be the same. It's one thing. It's one thing on this boat, on this life, I can't get over is the cobwebs. It's cobwebs everywhere, everywhere, and leaves. I'd rather have the salt.
Frank asked me an interesting question this week, which was what was the worst emotional time of this project? And for me, it was never quite going in the water. I mean, the last month we kept going. We're going in this week. We're going in this week, and it was really quite hard to keep sort of the enthusiasm up because you realise that you weren't going to go in the water. And this is a big thing about getting the splash and being there. And okay, we didn't go anywhere, and then we had a few problems and all sorts of things like that, but it was still terribly emotional, and it was such a relief in the end when we managed to get the boat sorted and actually get it going, leaving and departing, and not having a problem, which was fantastic. So that was my worst emotional time of this project.
For me, it was coming into the winter in December. It was horrendous. The days were so short. The light was so light. The daylight was so short, and it was so cold. I suffered a lot of the cold, and I couldn't work. My hands were just frozen, and you know, I was wrapped up all the time, and we had the heating on inside the boat, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, I think it was my worst moment on the project. Yeah, coming to the winter. Thank God we had this idea of just going January, February to Portugal, and just to give us a break from the winter, and we had a wonderful time there.
We were asked this week was what was your biggest fear during this project? Well, that's an interesting question really, because I was never kind of like really worried, but in the back of my mind I was concerned that we'd never finish it. If something happened and one of us was ill or something like that, and eventually we came to the conclusion we weren't going to finish the project, that was probably my biggest fear. Of thinking we're going to have to sell it, and will we get our money back, and all that sort of thing, because we obviously invested quite a lot in it.
My biggest fear during the project was getting hurt, because we had this boat 3 meters high, and we were going around and doing work, and I was afraid to fall, and I'm surprised we never did. And also working with other saws, I think I was afraid that Simon would lose, you know, a finger, a hand or something, and we were careful, but I think we were quite lucky not to get seriously injured. Yeah, that was my biggest fear, for sure. Yes.
We also asked this week, now that we've finished the project and we are sailing, so to speak, Was it all worthwhile? Well, yes, it was, but it was a long project, and it did take an awful long time. It was 38 weeks of work, and we did that over a period of about 13 months. And it did feel at times it was never going to come to an end. But having said all of that, this is actually very pleasant and very beautiful, and it is quite enjoyable. I don't really think it's for me. I have to say I need the big wide open Atlantic and Caribbean seas, but for a lot of people, absolutely wonderful lifestyle.
So was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it, because we gained a ton of experience. We know how this boat works backs and forwards. And this is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. I mean, we can't believe, you know, all the scenery with all these reflections of the trees in the water. It's amazing. It's so relaxing. Yeah, that's when my daughters come on the boat. They say, it's so relaxing, it's so relaxing. I can't believe how relaxing it is. And it is, that's true. And we need this bit of cruising and to rest our minds, our bodies from all the work we have done over the year. So yeah, I think we are happy with the cruising.